The city of Chicago is the third largest city in the country, with many attractions and full of diverse communities. Let's take a ride down south to the community of Southeast Chicago, where you can see streets like this and this, where the streets' names are only letters, where the Chicago Skyview is located, containing Calumet Park, one of the many lake parks in the city. This community is predominantly Hispanic, offering many options for elementary schools. But when it comes to high schools, the community has only two options: St. Francis, a private Catholic school, or George Washington, the community public high school. So I set out to interview a group of students from the community who attend George Washington High School and Lindblom High School, a selective enrollment high school outside the community.
I'm from George Washington and I'm a sophomore in IB, and the experience there is good. We get a lot of work and we learn a lot, but it wasn't my first choice because freshman year I went to Marian Catholic High School, and it was okay, but it was really far and it wasn't really for me, so I wanted to transfer to Washington. My mom wasn't happy about it because she didn't like it and she thought the reputation was bad, but it actually really isn't.
Before I went to Washington, I went to a Catholic school named De La Salle, and that was my first choice. I went there because I thought it'd be good for me, and it would have been, but I didn't like it because it was all strict and, you know, not how I would want high school to be. So I transferred to Washington, and my mom wasn't that happy because, you know, she paid money for De La Salle, and she didn't want me to go to Washington because she thought it was bad too.
My name is Mike. I'm a senior at Washington. I'm also in the IB program. Generally, being in the IB program means putting in more work, putting in more effort, but like at the same time you achieve better goals. Being in the IB program can be stressful, but at the same time it's worth it. It's all worth it at the end. My high school experience overall was generally like work, and then like work hard, play hard. You know, at the same time as you're working, you want to reward yourself by like going out with your friends and spending time with like the people that you care about the most.
I'm a sophomore at Lindblom Math and Science Academy, and my freshman year there, it was very different than what I had experienced in 8th grade because I received a lot more work, and I wasn't used to coming home, and they said that we would have to study, and we actually did, and it was a huge change for me. And knowing its location on 61st and Walcott, I live over here in the east side, and it's quite a commute.
I'm a junior at Lindblom, and I'm from the east side, but I chose to go to Lindblom rather than Washington because I figured more colleges would look at Lindblom because it is a challenging school. It's like number 17 in the state, or it went higher. It's a good school. It's really, really, really hard. You can stay up till 4 in the morning doing a paper and drinking a lot of coffee before school. I knew that I wanted a harder school because I wanted to get into like a really, really, really good college.
Where's the hangout down here?
Here at someone's house.
Rowan.
Yeah.
But where we live, it's Rowan.
Rowan or Jane Addams campus.
Or the plaza.
Oh yeah,
the plaza.
There's nothing to do
And
over
it's
there.
nothing. After a while, you're just tired of walking around.
Can't even chill there. They got Wendy's, Pizza, and Jewel. What are you gonna do there? You need to get like a movie theater or something.
So nothing to do
Right.
down here?
Yeah.
Nowhere to go to school down here? College?
No.
How many of you want to move away to college? Raise your hand. Is it to get out of the neighborhood?
Yeah.
At the same time, most of the people that go to college here on the east side, they commute to colleges downtown like USC or DePaul. They don't really dorm there. And I think they do that to save money or because they're just so attached to being here at home.
So, is there anyone doing anything to give these students a different choice within their community? The SEI team has a mission. This mission is to create a new high school within the community to give the student another unique choice. So I went to meet them at their weekly meetings to ask them what they are all about.
So where did the name come from, SEI? The team, brainstormed a lot in regards to coming up with a name for the school. We definitely wanted to keep it Southeast Side, something that resonated with that, because that's where we want to service our students. It was one of our design team members that collaborated with someone else and said, and they just pretty much went to vocabulary and said, okay, what do we stand for? So the name came out, Southeast Side Impact.
So we're looking to serve underserved populations, and this particular community has few academic choices. So we want to increase the academic choices in that area, but we also want to bring an element that's not seen in traditional high schools, which is again the focus on supporting the complete growth of all students.
So in order for this endeavor to happen, we need community support. We can't do it without the parents. We could have a beautiful building, have a great facility, but without the parent involvement, we will never achieve anything.
You know, the community has a story, but we have a story, you know, in terms of our experience and our history in working with schools that attend to social emotional issues and ones that don't, and you know, sort of looking at how what we've learned through our experience in our careers can really make a difference for a community as well. We all have very distinct professional backgrounds and experience in working with kids and in a school. That it's so fascinating to see all of our different strengths, but everything sort of coming together in one common thread, and that's our passion for working with kids, teaching them and helping them grow, and that's sort of the one common thread that keeps us very, very tightly bound together.
It is evident that the team's mission and intentions are full of integrity and good intentions. I asked the students about the idea of a charter school in their community, and this was their reaction.
How would you feel about a charter high school coming down to the east side?
It wouldn't affect me.
Yeah, because we don't go to school in this community.
Would you say it's a public or a private school?
Is it like between?
Public.
Did they pay for it?
I mean, if it was a public school, I don't think they would do a lottery for it.
Right.
But I mean, I know there is a special selection process going into it. I mean, right? They accept kids from like all over the city, no? Like, or just locally.
Good luck to the SEI team as they embark on a journey to better their community.